The Tour of the Lake District is a 96-mile circuit starting and finishing in the popular tourist town of Ambleside. The trail takes in each of the main Lake District valleys, along lake shores, through woodland and over remote mountain passes. Join me as I take on this winter Lakeland adventure with a mix of freezing wild camps and cosy country pubs. Morning glampers. Drinks are frozen solid. Like, so cold, mate. That was so cold. I've got ice. We're back in slush puppy basically. Bust out two of these foot things and put them on my hips where I was sleeping on my side in contact with this. And that did the job, so I managed to get a bit of kit, but not a lot. Let's have a look together. Ugh. Let's moon. La moon. I'll tell you what, I didn't sleep good last night. Like, the ground was just sapping the heat out of me. I'm thinking, well, why? I've been on loads of like winter camps and camped in snow and that. And I think maybe, I don't know, it's like the R value of my mat has dropped. I've had that mat for maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 years. I've used it extensively. It might just be at the stage where I need a new one. And also I didn't bring my little thin yoga mat. That really does help, like having a foam pad underneath your airbed. So what I had to do was I laid out just my waterproof trousers and coat, whatever I could find, and then I just laid my Osprey bag underneath it, so sort of like that, but it just gave me that little bit of distance from ground, and that was okay. So I managed to get a couple of hours. I had my merino wool layer on, and I had my down trousers on, hat and all that, and I felt warm in my sleeping bag. It was just because underneath the bit that you lay on your sleeping bag, it compresses all the down or the feathers or the synthetics, so there's pretty much nothing there, and you're relying purely on what you're lying on. And even though it's the Extherm, Neo Extherm, it wasn't good enough. Oof. So I think it's maybe gone to shit on inside of it, you know, from occasionally I'll have to blow it up with my mouth, or I have done back in the day as well, and before I got my pump, and that can make it all go a bit gammy inside, and maybe that's happened and it's just not as warm as it used to be. So I'll put that on my little list of things to save up for, but I think I need a new mat. It served me well. I've had it for years. Oh, it's so biting. You can't tell because there's no snow, but it doesn't look cold, does it? But oh, I mean, my water bottles are frozen. My Lecky Likes have turned into a slush puppy. Oh. Well, I'm hoping anyway though, so I've got to take on these bogs now, and I'm hoping that they're all frozen. That'll be nice. And this is full of ice again. So tonight I'm going to have to keep lowland. I'm going to have to, and if I do find a pub or something, come on, we're getting in it. I'm going to be camping every night on the top of the mountain, making myself an igloo out of snow. I don't care. Excuse me, can you do me a discount for a bed and breakfast for one, please? That's life, that's the adventure. Right, let's get this packed up, because holding this camera is doing me digits in. Come on. There we go. Leave no trace. Oh, and we're off! So in the guidebook it is from Rosthwaite, which we came from down there, over the tops to Grasmere. Now I'm setting off pretty early. It's about 7:10. I'm looking to get to Grasmere before noon, so mid-morning I'm going to get to Grasmere and have a coffee, and then we're going to set off and we're going to do the next day, which is Grasmere to Patterdale. So 2 in 1 today. Tell you what, mate, the way my fingers are hurting. Woo! It's just a tough gig, man, because I'm having to mix sort of lightweight gear for hiking, and then it getting down to whatever it was last night. That was definitely, I don't know, mate, if it was -6 down bottoms, then it's gonna be like -8, -9 up here. It was cold anyway. If I can maybe find some woodland to camp in tonight to keep the cold away, that'll be good. If not, Patterdale. Well, it depends. If I get to Patterdale as it's getting dark and there's room somewhere to stay, I'll stay, but if not, we bat on. Treacherous underfoot. I'm glad I stuck with where I was last night. I would have been further up, so it would have been colder, and it doesn't look very campable. Looks like they're gonna be building a path through this area. It's a popular area now with the coast to coast and whatnot. It gets pretty boggy, but whew, I don't envy the people who've got to lay them. Look at that, mate. 6 inch thick. Thankfully they're sort of outlining the path for the way I've got to go. And all this would be usually soaking wet, but I'm able to just... Oh shit! Oh my god, right on cue. I'm able to just walk. Thankfully, guys, it's completely frozen over, so I'm able to just walk. I'm able to just glide across the top of the ice like some sort of figure skater without plummeting into the freezy cold, peaty nonsense. But yeah, bit of joyous. It made me laugh though. I got it. I got myself the old. Got me that. Riding funny bone. Oh, it's not funny though because it's cold on foot and it's so early doors. I only just set off. Right, there's cairns leading the way, and this is it. Look. I mean, that's where they've got to, where the piles are, where they're putting them in. So they've not got too far to go, and I'm guessing they just put them over the most brutal parts. But wonderful. Round of applause to whoever's laid that. That must have, I mean, see just that little path there? That must have took absolutely ages. They must be using plant machinery and stuff like that, because you can't be just shivving that off by bare hand. Hey, I see it in distance, look. See that shiny thing there? It's a digger. How's he got that up here? And then big units across there, they've got to be lifting that with a machine. It's too big. But it's nice now, look at that. You can see its sun on the other side of that. See how it's bouncing off that hill? Oh, I managed to get a signal up here. I got a text message off one of my friends, and it says, what does it say? It says, I can't believe you've chosen to go on a hike during another, is it something about, why do you always wait for severe weather warnings before going on your long distance hikes? And I don't, it just happens that way. It's just how timing is. But we've had severe weather warnings for this cold spell, and I'm in the middle of it, and it's brutal. Last night was brutal, and it's made me think, like, it is a weather warning, so I ain't got all gear to sleep up top. I'm not going to sleep up mountains tomorrow. I mean tonight. We'll look for something a bit different, because it is a bit daft, isn't it? So I was thinking, now if I'd not put all my bags and stuff underneath, oh, my hands underneath sleeping bag, underneath airbed, I wouldn't have had any sleep. I'd have been too cold. And there's now worse, is there? Being too cold to sleep. Oh. Little digger there. I'd have to get into digger. Keep it digger. I wonder if the helicopter did it in. 3-ton Kubota. I wonder if it's open at Keita now. I'll start driving it. I'll finish path for them. Imagine that. Come back in a few days and it's finished. This track is a joy where my feet are freezing now. I wonder if it goes how long it goes. They'll have to update the Cicero guidebook and say they've had this path put in. Maybe I'm new guidebook. So if you're watching this and you're doing the coast to coast or the tour of the Lake District, or if you're just walking over from Rosswaite to Grasmere, know this, that it's paved. Crazy paving. Where am I going here? Still get a wet foot though. There's still boggy bits though, so be mindful. I never put, honestly, these cairns are lifesavers. And one of my videos I'd put something on top of a cairn, added to it. I don't know. Leave no trace. Cairns are like a trace and all that, and he didn't like it. He didn't like them. But in the cairn's defence, like that doesn't look like a trace. It's not like litter or anything, is it? I think personally, I think they're amazing because it just shows. In fact, I'm going to add to one now. It's frozen to the floor. This one, yeah, I get you. And if it is just one person at a time doing it, that's a lot of people all working together to help the people that are coming again to find their way. There's a sense of community in it, and I think it's great. And they don't look unsightly. When I see them, I just think, ah, nice one. That's marking the way. A little cairn put there by someone who cares. Cairn, something to do with cares. Cairn bear. Oh, there's the sun. It's still freezing. Whew. What were they mining out here? I'm assuming it's mining, maybe it's farming, I don't know. Whew. It is slow going because it's pretty icy. Don't want to stack it out here. It's pretty remote. Listen how peaceful it is. Right, anywhere shockingly easy before you don't want to be going in here. Right, here we go. That's the one. Even river. Right on cue, battery went. That one lasted me about 15 minutes. It's chewing through them because of it, because it's so cold. The only reason it's not snowing is because we've got beautifully clear skies, which often does make it colder. I'll bring it river. Oh, it's not even a river really, is it? Can I walk over there? Probably not. Give it a go. Hey! Come through here. Really boggy through here. And up. Again. And then we're on the pass here, and then we're going to be going over down this valley and round. And hopefully Grasmere is just over yonder. Or is it that path there? I'll have a quick map time, but I'm sure it's just meandering down here from what I can remember. I'm having a rest. One of these naked bar and a bit of a bit of a slush. Some electrolyte slush puppy and a naked bar. What more do you want? You know, there's a couple of different ways you can go, and one of them's over Striding Edge, Helvellyn Striding Edge. But it's not advised to do when you've got big pack on and it's going to be snowing. It's still early doors, so I've got it all to myself. A big playground. Robert 2.0 keeps following me, and I'm keeping my eye out for somewhere where I can have a swim. I say swim, just a dip. Just dunking up to the neck. I'll just breathe it out. Be Beautiful. There's one for you. He's just, look at that odd thing there. Unit. I like how he's had a bit of timber to stop it going too far down, that is. Has he got any springs or out? How's it? What? I can't. That's as far as it opens. What's going on? That? He's got wrong hinge on it, look. That's what? I can hardly get through. I can't even get through. I'm going to go over it. That, man, that's been a real struggle to get through that. I've had to clamber over it. He's just had a mare in this area, look. That's how it used to be. Maybe should have kept it how it was. But he's used old hinges, and it's just not, that ain't big enough to give it enough, to open it enough, and he's thought, oh, sod it. They'll just have to deal with it. Please close gate. I could if I could open it first, mate.
I wanna make this forever. I wanna make this forever. Said that you felt lost 100 times before, going in circles on a one-way street, round until your feet get sore. But I guess you haven't heard, you've been get around no more. Things are about to get much better, so I wanna make this forever. I wanna make this forever.
Bit harsh, but whatever. Right, a decision has been made. I've had a breakfast and a coffee and a cake. I had a little look around Grasmere. Beautiful. Can you hear him? Robert 2.0 telling me it's right decision. So, refreshed as Robert 2.0 serenades me from up high. I'm gonna go for it. The weather is gonna turn, but in for a penny, in for a pound. I had a look to see if I could find a roll mat, like a cheap roll mat to buy. They didn't have anything, so I'm either gonna have to camp low or in some woodland, or I'll make do. I'm gonna go for it. We're gonna get it done. My only problem is all my batteries have gone, so if that's the case, then so be it. It's just gonna have to be cobbled together with what I can do on my phone and whatever little batteries left on the GoPro. So whatever quality we've had throughout this might deplete a little bit, but it hasn't been that good anyway, because I've been filming in 720p, so I might as well just film it on this leaf. You'd think I'd be saving it, wouldn't you, because gotta get right up there, and I'm gonna have to delayer. I've got all my merino wool under here, and although it's alright now, I know once I start ascending up there it's going to get sweaty. Medic! So that's where I've come from, that furthest ridge, over the top of that, through this valley, up and round, and then edging over here. And keep going. Going for a little plunge for lols. It's only because you're here that I've got clothes on. Woo! That's cool! Brand new, Gollum, brand new. Look at tan line on it from bright red. Wait, bright red and brand new. Oh. Oh, right, come on, let's get to the summit of whatever the thought. It's nippy. I've got that tingling all over me now. I know you only saw me in there for a little bit, but I stayed in a little bit longer because I wanted to get some shots with GoPro and I don't like you seeing me, it's GoPro because it breaks the fourth wall a little bit, doesn't it? So I was in there longer than it appeared. And I've got that wonderful tingle all over my body, giving me a new lease of life. I can only do that so much though because it's getting undercrackers off and that, like gaiters, just everything. It takes a while, so it chews into time. This is a beast of a climb. Like, stopped halfway to re-energising waterfall, Stunkel, Bulgaria. Is air getting thinner? I think it feels like it. Temperature's dropping. Oh, is that because I've just been in there? Probably. Nowhere I'd rather be today on God's green earth. I'll certainly make it to Patterdale unless something magic or tragic happens. It's weather warnings for tomorrow and it's going to be bad weather and my batteries are running out, but we're doing it. Even if all my batteries go and I've just got to write a handwritten report of how I finished the hike, make it into a PDF and give you a lot and then instead of updating a YouTube video, I'll just give you all links to PDF. You can all have a read of it and that'll do, won't it? A few photos, no photo, whoa! I'll draw a few pictures for you. You can check it out. I'll tell you what, waffling on these ascents isn't the one. Especially you got little deadly little ice patches like that. Look at that in the distance. Lake Windermere. Good stuff. Now I've hit a bit of a, it's a false summit. We've still got to go up there. Let's go. I don't mind these up and overs, they're just, I don't know. It's good, and it's good for the soul, man. It's good just to feel like you're doing a bit, like you're earning it, or like I'm earning it. I just speak for me, but it just feels so good because I know once I get up there and it plateaus out next to the tarn, I'll be like, oh. And then we're just coasting down a beautiful valley into Patterdale. Just got to get this leg pumper done. Oh, look at the views, man. Windermere in the background. I'll be able to bring you some nice views from up there as well. That's another good thing about putting in some arduous leg pumpers. I do say leg pumper a lot though, I've realised. I need to think of something else to say instead of that. There's a biting wind coming up through here. It's biting, mate, it's biting. Oh, mate, I'm just following this stream all the way around to my destination, which is Patterdale. Hey up! Patterdale, mate, for a pint. Sound. Ooh, nice place to pitch here. Mind you, that wind through that valley is a bit biting. Once bitten, twice shy. I must have had about an hour's kip last night through being all like cold and that and sliding around because bag was under the thing that I was like just sliding off it, and every time I slid off it and a bit of me touched floor or touched a bit of mat that was touching floor, I'd just be like brrr, and it'd wet me up. I was even dreaming that I was like falling down these snowy cliffs. Traumatic, mate. So I'm either sleeping tonight, not up here, I'm either in woods or in like a youth hostel or a B&B or a boozer or something like that. It all depends, doesn't it? Wherever I am when it's the end of the hiking day, we'll see what's the most convenient around me, and we'll take it from there, because it is a custom adventure. Please don't remember earlier on when I was giving it big licks saying I'm camping every night up in the mountains, come rain, sleet, snow, shine, tsunami, the lot. I'm up there camping. Because plans change, guys. And I've got, I'm going to blame it on ADHD, am I? No. I've just got I'm scatterbrained, so it doesn't always, I can never really make plans that good, so we just take it as it comes. Please don't do me for sitting in a country pub near an open fire. And anyway, it's nice to have a mixture of freezing cold wild camps and cosy country pubs. Look at all these Nesbits, look. D of E. D of E. D of E. Nice little yomp through this valley. I'm enjoying it. I aren't doing much waffle because batteries, well, the way things are going, we're smashing it. So it looks like no matter where I end up tonight, depending on whether tomorrow I'm going to make it to Ambleside and to finish tomorrow, and it would be nice to be able to document the final day as best I can. So when there's like, oh, I'm sacrificing gates and that. I was going to say when there's stuff that isn't important. Well, okay, just gates that you've all seen before, you know, the usual suspects, these and them and all that, the usual gates. They're just going to have to get put to one side, because even my GoPro SD card on it's got about 3% left. So I'm by the seat of my pants as far as documenting it goes, but I'm doing it regardless. Even if all my phone, you know, if my phone goes and all my batteries go, so be it. I'm doing it anyway. I'll maybe do a video when I get in from Tales from the Fungarium, just to let you know how it went, talk you through it. That'll be alright, won't it? Look at these stinkers, look. Look at him with eyes, look. Looks like a, I mean, I'm wasting valuable battery on this, but it's worth it, because look straight at me, brother. He's got one on each side. Oh, get big planes going over, and I'm trying to film a cow's face because I think he looks like a superhero filmmaker at year stuff in it. There it is, look. Sound. If you've not walked on tarmac for a while and you've been up in over all the stones and your ankles have been moving all over, then it's nice to get on tarmac. And if you've been on tarmac for ages, it's nice. This is shit. Banter's gone right downhill. Right downhill, because I'm tired a bit. It's a nice place to camp down there on that corner. Look at that. Beautiful. Yeah, banter juice is evaporated because I'm tired. Then when I put camera on, I'm like, oh, I've only got I ain't got that much battery, so better keep the gotta keep the banter to a premium, because batteries are running out. And then I'm pressured, I'm like Sish, start waffling about tarmac being, I don't even know what it was. Anyway, this is good use of battery, this, innit? Having some sort of internal waffle but external, and for the YouTube to listen to absolute scenes, mate. I'm nearly in Patterdale. There you go. This is nice, isn't it? Look, he's still cold. Me slush puppy's still a slush puppy in my bag. Hasn't thawed out from this morning. Praise be. Here's the deal, guys. Here's the deal. Quick pint on, maybe a bite to eat, and if they've got a room with breakfast for less than 80 quid, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. It's my holiday, mate. It's my holiday. I want it. I look at hot cars, it's going to be full, innit? And if that's the case, I'll find somewhere, but time is cracking on. Cracking on indeed. I might go sleep back in that church. It's got free Wi-Fi. Also, if they've got a pint of Wainwright's on, let's get in here. Cheers. Absent friends. Alfred Wainwright. Oh, fantastic. This, lads and lasses, it's pretty much luxurious, fancy decor. It's, again, it's someone's nan's, but no bad view. Oh, guess how much? Guess how much? I'm going to be telling you how much tomorrow. I'll tell you later. I want them to say it at my funeral. It's just 50 quid, right? 50 quid. Am I red? I'm blushed from outside. 50 quid, right? 3-course dinner and breakfast, and there's entertainment in the bar from 9 till 11. 50 quid all in. I was like, you have to, don't you? You have to. Surely you have to, for 50 quid. 3-course meal, breakfast, and live entertainment, and they've got Wainwright on tap. And this, look. Oh, I'm gonna sleep like a log. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Oh, mate. Right, well, I'll take my camera maybe with me and see if I can get some live entertainment. It might be funny, it might be great. I might not, who knows, but otherwise, let's head on over to map time. And there we are. Welcome back to map time. And we left me in here freezing my knacker off. Right, woke up. There's something I have to tell you that I forgot to tell you at the time, and that is that my 4 Delta pegs, which I had in my tent, had frozen into the ground because I shoed them in on the night, and then the ground froze and I couldn't get them out. They were stuck, and I was thinking, what am I going to do? So what I decided to do was use my morning piss and just, well, I had to piss on my tent pegs in order to get them out of the ground. A little bit on this one, nip it off. Next one. Is this too much information? Yes. Is it also top tier survival? Yes. Would Bear Grylls be proud? Yes. Anyway, so we started on there, up over this frozen boggy area where there's the new path now, where I got my little bog foot, up to here, which is where that iron fence was, which I've later found out it's an old parish boundary. This was also very boggy, and you can see the amount of little streams and stuff that you've got across. Up here to this pass, lovely views over Grasmere Common, a nice steady descent through here. This was lovely hiking. I know I keep saying that, but it was really lovely. Not a soul in sight. I stopped off here just to have a naked bar and appreciate the views, and on I went onto the second map. Look, it's massive. There's maps there, there's maps there, they're everywhere. it's a map fest. Such a lovely day, man. I was so lucky with the weather again. Down through here, there's a few little houses down here and a shocking gate, mate, an absolute. He'd had a mare, but the less we talk about that the better. Continue on down here, over this field, over this lovely stone bridge, through this little wood here, and then we hit the road, but it's only a quiet road. Meander down here, and you can get off the road here, and there's a little path at the side of it which is nice. Someone was doing the gardening and recognised me, and I had a nice little chat with her. Sorry if you're watching, I forgot your name while I do this, so I do apologise, but hello. Over here, into Grasmere, which means lake with grassy shores, which will be this thing here. I tried to find a roll mat to keep me warm for the next night, but I couldn't find one. I had a nice little look around the Wordsworth Daffodil Gardens, and then off I was. In fact, I double dropped. I had another coffee, and then I was off back along here because I'd made the decision to crack on. I had a few different options. Like, there's a shorter version, which if I zoom out, you can see here, pretty much takes you along here, and bosh, there you are, back in Ambleside where I started. And it only takes a couple of hours, but I wasn't having it, so I cracked on. I saw my little robin, which gave me a sign to say that I was doing the right thing. Back, following the road I came, and then we branch off here, join back onto the coast to coast, along this road, over this bridge, over this main road, and then we start our ascent. I'm glad I took my base layer off because this was quite steep. And here's the waterfall that I had a lovely little dip in, and that just gave me a proper spring in my step to tackle this next bit. This bit was pretty steep, and then this is a false summit, and then this, as you can see, these contour lines are well close together, so this is pretty steep. Zigzag up here, some lovely views back over Windermere, and we go over the top, the beautiful Grisdale Tarn, follow that by the side of it, and we get up here. The wind was blowing a hoolie through here, and down we go, down Patterdale Common, following Grisdale Beck, all the way down here. It's where I saw my little cows. Keep going. Legs were starting to cave in a little bit here, and so was Noodle. We hit Patterdale, we hit the road, and then we follow the road. There was a little church here that was offering free Wi-Fi, which I was tempted by, but cracked on, and there we are. Look, in the Patterdale Hotel. Did I mention it was 50 quid for a 3-course meal, breakfast and a bed? Wonderful stuff. Join me tomorrow for the final day, where the weather takes a turn for the worst. And if you're not subscribed already, please consider subscribing, hit the bell notification to be notified of the next upload, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.